What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video, and today we are going to be doing some summons, or I guess it's not summons, it's just the Kizuna exchange, I guess, because I have a lot of tickets right now. You can see right there, 18,592 tickets here. Now, of course, there is definitely a good opportunity I could save them all up and then spend them once the Kizuna Clash is finished, because remember, there is a part 2 of this event that is going to be starting up in another 2 days' time. The thing is if I wait until the end of part 2, I'm going to have a lot of tickets and it's going to take me a really long time to get through them all. So during this lull period right now, this is where I'm going to be doing some pulls with these tickets here. Before we get into that though, I want to give you guys just a quick rundown of how my team personally went, and let me know your thoughts and opinions on how the event went and how your team personally went in the comments section. To be interested to see how the rest of you guys out there went. But just to show you guys, I guess it's just flexing our team real quick. So obviously with Moria, we actually defeated this community event within the first 4.5 hours of the event being live. It was absolutely crazy. So some people literally would have woken up to start this event and the community event was already completed. It was absolutely crazy. So everyone's going to be giving 10 gems and a legend ticket. Now, I don't really know when these rewards are coming. I think I read somewhere about the 27th of August, so it's going to be a really long time before all of these rewards are going to be given out. But either way, everyone gets 10 gems and a legend ticket, which is great. Now, as for my personal team went absolutely crazy. We have just over 2,000 clears on the Kizuna Clash and 700 assists. So obviously we're in the top 1% right now. We're doing very, very well. And I would guess that there's going to be a few other teams that would be in this same bracket that we're in now in terms of the top 1%. But yeah, I'm very, very happy with how my team went. And how did I personally go? I got to level 200. Level 200 was what I got to on my Kizuna Clash. 45 assists, because the assist I don't get many assists. I don't know. I can't really explain it. It is what it is. And then as for my top 5, we've got Game Freak here. 239 clears, 227 from Z-Mart, Rai got 221, Syringe with 206, and then Dilber with 202. But we have, I think, Flamevius also reached level 200. We have a lot of players doing very, very well on our team, so that's good to see. So, as I said, we're going to be going through on this treasure list. Now, in terms of stuff that I really want, now, obviously, tablets are going to be the main prize here. Now, if I just quickly, I need to review my tablets real quick and see which ones I want to go for. So, Recovery Bind is the big one. The rest of them are kind of good, right? Okay, so if we get Recovery Bind, I want to try and reset. So if we get Recovery Bind really, really early, I want to reset. But I think also there are support medals as well. Yeah, there's an ultimate bond. So if we get that really early, we are also going to reset. So here we go. This is going to be, I don't know how long I'm going to record for, because obviously we have a lot of tickets to go through. We got the Almighty Manual. How many of those are in here? How many Almighty Manuals are in here? Hello? There's 2. Wow, we already got one. You know what? Let's just reset. That was very, very quick on the first multi to get an Almighty Manual. That's insane. Alright, let's just keep going. And as I said, we want to try and get the Ultimate Bond. Almighty Manuals be great. And obviously Recovery Bind tablets. So there we go. Let's get this started. So in terms of the Kizuna Clash and how it was going, basically I didn't have any issues with the Kizuna Clash until I got to around level 180-ish was when I started having troubles. How many 4-star books are there? That would be good to know. The Almighty Manuals. Almighty Manual times 1. Where are the 4-star books? Where are they? Okay, there's 5 of those. Okay, good to know. So yeah, around level 180-ish is when I started having problems. And one of the things that a lot of people were really, really upset about is the fact that we do not have the support character Makino. So if you were lucky enough to pull Shanks' crew specifically from the French Anniversary Sugo Fest, you were supposed to be given a Makino support character. For those of you who have no idea what she does, basically when you have her supported onto Shanks, whenever you're inflicted with blindness or chain lock, she removes it by 3 turns. Now that would be a phenomenal effect to have in this specific Kizuna Clash, as it deals with stage 2 of the versus strength and versus dex boss. So because we don't have that support yet, which she should have come out like over 2 weeks ago, Because of that, we have to resort to running different characters. So that is quite annoying that that is the case. It would definitely make some teams a lot better. But either way, if you guys saw my video against level 175 and onwards that I uploaded yesterday or the day before, whenever it was, make sure you go check that out if you guys are, you know, nearing that high level spectrum there. And we actually did get a recovery bind tablet. I think I'm going to reset because we got one so early. That's actually very, very good. So that's actually fantastic. So yeah, if I get a recovery bind relatively early, I will reset. I didn't even think we did 100 tickets there. It was very, very quick. Very, very good. Okay. So yeah, and then moving forward, so we got this Kizuna Clash out right now, so that's going to be ending on the 21st at 1900 PST time. So after that, people have different theories as to what's going to be happening next. Personally, what I think is going to happen is they're going to release limited rare recruit Soga King from the Eni's Lobby arc. It's a limited rare recruit. He's actually pretty good, and he will probably release alongside the Clash CP9 unit. It's like a crew type unit. It's not a dual unit. Is it a dual? No, it's not a dual unit. It's like, it's just a singular unit that has like all the CP9 characters on it. It's a pretty cool unit. And the unit is very, very good. I believe after the Kizuna Clash, we will probably get that. That's what I'm guessing. And then that'll likely last for a week. And then after that, I think is going to be the release of Mihawk and Perona Dual Legend alongside V3 Rayleigh. That's what I'm expecting to happen. And for that Sugo Fest specifically, I think that Mihawk and Perona are a very underrated legend. They have an amazing switchability with some great tankiness ability, and it works very, very well with some of the more recent super type legends on JP. Very, very good character. On the other hand, though, Rayleigh not so much. He's a little more niche. You can't really use him in a lot of high difficulty content, from what I've seen anyway. You could probably use him on a mini-boss stage. That wouldn't be too bad. But for those of you who have no idea what that V3 Rayleigh does, he's got a really good captain and a really good special, but the problem is when you launch his special, you cannot launch any other special during that same turn. So it really hinders your usability with that guy because he's an attack and orb booster for Fighter and Cerebral, which is good. But at the same time, you can't get rid of any utility if you're using him as your captain. So he's very, very risky to use. So personally speaking, I'm not a big fan of V3 Rayleigh, but as I said, I think that Mihawk and Perona are honestly one of the most underrated legends in the game, with a powerful switch ability that applies a brand new debuff that's very, very hard for the enemy to resist. The only way they can resist it is if they have full debuff protection, and even if they have full debuff protection, if there's 2 or more enemies on the enemy side of the field, you're guaranteed to get the conditional boost off with their special as well. Now, we did get another recovery bind, so I am actually going to reset right here, because recovery bind is the #1 tablet that I need, because I have literally hardly any of those tablets, because I think most of the recent legends that I have summoned for have actually had the recovery bind ability, which is why I don't have that much. So yeah, very, very important to get those. So yeah, I'm expecting V3 Rayleigh and Mihawk and Perona to arrive a week after the Kizuna Clash ends. I'd be very shocked if like straight after this Kizuna Clash we get Mihawk, Perona, and Rayleigh. I just don't think that would be the case. But then moving after that, you know, there's a lot of things that should be arriving straight after Mihawk and Perona. I mean, there's Raid Jinbei that comes out during Mihawk and Perona's release, but there's a lot of stuff to look forward to between Mihawk and Perona and the release of the super type, right? Because in that little bracket after V3 Rayleigh and Mihawk Perona is when we should be getting the 10.0 update. So for those of you who have no idea what the 10.0 update is, it is one of the biggest updates that we've seen in One Piece Treasure Cruise, where they have the ability to give plus 100 to every single stat. PvP, the Pirate Festival, is going to be debuting at that point as well. There's huge UI changes to the game. It is a humongous update, and that should be coming probably 3 to 4 weeks after the release of Mihawk and Perona. So definitely look forward to that. And then, as I said, even before that even happens, there's lots of events. There's another treasure map. There's going to be, I think, multiple Kizuna clashes are probably on the horizon as well. There's lots to look forward to there. So it's gonna be crazy moving forward here. And then obviously after 10.0 update, you know, with PvP, Pirate Festival, that's when we should be expecting Super Type to make its debut into One Piece Treasure Cruise Global. So that's obviously going to be exciting, because I know many people out there are really, really looking forward to V2 Snake Man and seeing what his Sugo Fest has to offer. And considering it was the official anniversary on JP, you know, the rest was Snake Man, Sabo, Blackbeard, Katakuri, because it was, you know, JP's official anniversary, and, you know, with the recent release of the French anniversary on Global and seeing how amazing that Sugo Fest was, I probably would say that the upcoming Sugo Fest with Snake Man, whenever that may be, probably in about 2 months' time, is going to be kind of crazy. I would be expecting, you know, 20 multis to get him guaranteed. And, you know, I do think that for a majority of players, going for, you know, guaranteed Snake Man for 20 multis is definitely what you should do. We don't know if there's going to be any, you know, discounted steps or all red multis. Obviously, we don't know. It's too hard to tell at this current point in time. But, you know, if the French anniversary is anything to go off of, it has the potential to be an amazing Sugo Fest. Definitely, definitely. But, like, I think Super Type is a really cool mechanic, and I talked about this on the GGP podcast recently, I think on the most recent episode. Oh, we got the good support medal. We didn't get any recovery bind tablets, though. Did we? No, there's still 2 of those left. Should I reset? Yeah, I'm gonna reset. I got plenty of tickets to go through. I got plenty. Man, box space is gonna be crazy after this one. But yeah, I talked about on the GGP podcast recently about the super types, and I think a majority of the super type characters are relatively balanced. I don't think like there's only maybe 1 or 2 of them that I would consider to be quote unquote broken. I think most of them are around the same level, and, you know, you got Legend Kid, who's a really cool character, you've got Smoker, who's really cool, you know, you got a couple of good ones there, but I think a majority of them are around, like, a mid-tier character. I think Snake Man is exceptional. I think Sugar is also very exceptional, and I do think Boa Hancock is exceptional too. She has amazing storm mechanics. She has a I think Boa has the best super type special out of any of the characters that have released thus far, being legends that have super type. I think she has the best one, and she has a very unique special which can allow you to stall for, you know, in some cases an infinite amount of time, which is pretty interesting, right? But I think a majority of the super type characters are honestly relatively balanced. I think a lot of people, obviously, they think, oh, you know, Snake Man's the best, you gotta go for him. I do think Snake Man's very good. Even still, though, I do think that Shank's crew is still slightly better, in my personal opinion. And honestly, with the release of V3 Lore, and he's already out on Global, if you already own V3 Lore on your Global account, dude, he's also extremely good. I would say V3 Lore is better than nearly all of the super type characters. No doubt in my mind. I mean, I think V3 Lore is a top 3, top 5 legend in the game right now. He has a fantastic special ability. It's literally Legend Cracker on crack. And then he has a god tier captain that's at least a 4 times and can be potentially a 4.5 times captain to 3 separate classes in the game. Especially because he's extremely tanky, he has amazing healing mechanics, and he has 2 fantastic ships that you can use with this guy. With V3 Lore specifically, you can use the Megalo ship for additional damage reduction, or you can use the newly released X Drake ship on JP, where you can get the additional heal per turn, and it has a special that can give you a cooldown reduction. It has, I think it's a 1.6 or 1.65 ship. It's actually crazy. So there's lots of things that they've tried to do with Trafalgar Law to make him an exceptional character, and I definitely think they hit the nail on the head. Obviously, it would have been nicer if they allowed him to get his 4.5 captain a little bit easier, but at the same time, you don't want him to be completely broken. And another thing about Trafalgar Law, any sort of lore character that gets released has the benefit of being a lore character, which means that you can apply some really good support effects. There's many good Corazon characters. There's obviously Legend Corazon. There's the Dressrosa limited time rare recruit that has a really good support effect. I think it removes bind and attack down, which is really good. The new support Sengoku that's only on Global right now. I have no idea when that's coming to JP, but that Sengoku character on Trafalgar Law is also really good too. So there's plenty of good options out there in terms of supports for Trafalgar Law, which makes him honestly one of the best legends. And a lot of people that I've seen recently on JP have said that, you know, Luffy Law isn't that good and we just got recovery bind. Should I keep going? I'm gonna, oh, should I reset? Do I have the, no, I don't have the support medal yet. I think I'm going to keep going. I think a lot of people on JP, they're saying that, you know, Luffy Law is not a top tier character anymore, and I can definitely understand why. He definitely has his issues. I personally am not a big fan of using Luffy lore, but I would be a fan of using Luffy lore if I had the support Sengoku, because he literally will just grant you a full board of orbs if you're using Luffy lore, and he gives you a chain boost, and then obviously Luffy lore by themselves can give themselves a 2x attack boost, and your whole team a 2.5 times orb boosting effect. It is crazy how good that character is when you have support Sengoku. Outside of that, it is a little bit more tricky to use. I definitely agree, because you have to bring other characters to guarantee your slots, which is not always the most fun thing to do. So I guess we'll get to a point here where we can, when we can reset again, but honestly, I don't know when that's going to be. I guess until we get, like, the support medal, or if we get the Almighty Manual, or if we get the last recovery bind tablet that I need, but so far, we haven't gotten crazy drops from this specific set of box 7 yet. But anyways, this video has already gone on long enough. I think I'll probably end the video here. So thank you so much for watching the video, guys. Obviously, this is going to take a long time to get through all of these tickets, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And if you guys did, make sure you go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.